Welcome to Kelly Dry's Ad Law Access podcast, and this is Simone Roach. The explosive growth of the GLP-1 market has fueled demand not only for weight loss therapies, but also for peptides marketed for wellness, fitness, and longevity purposes. As demand has increased, so too has the grey market for peptide products. FDA has already demonstrated its intent to exercise enforcement efforts against GLP-1 dupes and products seeking to capitalize on GLP-1 demand in novel ways. And you can see our prior post on FDA's enforcement efforts on our website. And although several FDA-approved GLP-1 therapies are peptide-based, many popular peptides are neither FDA-approved nor included on FDA's list of bulk drug substances that can be used in compounding, the 503A bulks list. As a result, these peptides cannot be lawfully compounded under Section 503A of the Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act, FD&C Act. And against this background, the FDA's Pharmacy Compounding Advisory Committee, PCAC, met recently to evaluate whether 7 highly sought-after peptides should be recommended for inclusion on the 503A bulks list. The uses evaluated varied significantly and include obesity, wound healing, and insomnia. The committee recommended adding 6 out of 7 of the peptides under review for inclusion on the 503A bulks list, and these votes can be found in the blog post on our website. Importantly, a favorable PCAC recommendation does not immediately authorize compounding. Before any peptide is added to the 503A bulks list, FDA must initiate a formal notice and comment rulemaking, a process that may take over a year to complete. And while these outcomes could significantly affect compounding pharmacies, wellness providers, manufacturers, telehealth platforms, and investors operating in the peptide space, companies who consider this development a green light to compound or market those peptides and other peptide substances face enforcement risk until FDA formally places them on the 503A bulks list. Further, and notwithstanding the committee's votes, FDA staff recommended against adding any of the peptides under review to the 503A bulks list, repeatedly citing insufficient evidence of safety and effectiveness, insufficient or non-existent human clinical trial data, inadequate characterization and quality information, uncertainty regarding substance identity and composition, and potential safety concerns, including immunogenicity risk. Given that FDA staff remain skeptical of the available evidence underlying many of these peptides, and the agency is under no obligation to follow the committee's recommendations, it isn't clear whether these substances will end up on the 503A bulks list. For now, companies operating in the peptide space should continue to approach peptide compounding and marketing with caution, as enforcement risk persists until the evaluated substances are formally added to the 503A bulks list. And if you'd like more information on what you've heard on this topic, please contact either Donnelly McDowell or Christina Ferretti, and you can find their contact details in the show notes. And also, please see our Advertising and Privacy Law Resource Center, available at kellydry.com.